Next, I'm going to present about mission, vision, objective, and purpose. Of as for the mission of the Berjaya Record Center is to spread the branch of the organization worldwide, as also to introduce the organization in the public eyes. Has for vision to achieve worldwide standard in managing record and fulfill the expectation and need from the client of the business. The objective of Berjaya Record Center is to grow and improve the record management standard use to establish the good relationship between organization and clients and to spread knowledge and existence of record management to the public. The purpose of the Berjaya Record Center is to introduce the basic knowledge of record management to the public, to help the organization in managing their records following the right standard, and last is to train the public and small organization of the record management. Following with the organization chart, uh, is Berjaya Record Center use hierarchy as organization chart, which the first one is director of the record, helped by record center manager, and divide into six division, which are administrative division, digitalistic division, security and transformation division, disposal and conversion division, reference service division, and stage area division. Next, we are going to operating hour of Berjaya Record Center at Dengke Selangor. We will work at 5 days a week, which are weekdays, and the staff are required to come to the Berjaya Record Center at 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock is preparation hour, while 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock is for the work hour. We also have a lunch break hour, which are 12 o'clock until 13 o'clock. And we continue to work at 13 o'clock until 16 o'clock. For 16 o'clock until 17 o'clock is a preparation hour for closing. And 17 o'clock until 18 o'clock is our closing for the Berjaya Record Center. As for the staff shift, when the staff uh, attend the work at the Monday, they don't have to attend for Thursday, but have required to attend on Wednesday. This means that Berjaya Record Center at the Dengke Selangor give for the staff to have a 1 day work and 1 day for a break. Last for me is design and layout of the Berjaya Record Center building at Dengke Selangor. First, we are going to use the Slum Darmi properties, and we have the agreement and permission with them. They agree to give us the building of 348,480 wide square meter and also 20 feet for height. We have 2 floors for this Berjaya Record Center building. The first floor is quality area, customer review rooms, janitor rooms, toilet, lift, emergency room, emergency exit, lobby, hardwood room, document room, consultant area for the disruption, storage for the media record, storage for battle record, and also the secure delivery bay. For the second room, we have the front desk, emergency operating center, office, conference room, pantry, toilet, surau, lift and emergency exits. Thank you. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Now, I will talk about record center policy. A record center policy describes the guidelines and priorities for managing documents at every stage of their life cycle. There are three aspects of Bajari Record Center policy, which are management and administration of records, maintaining the records, and security of records. Firstly, management and administration of records. Bajari Record Center offers numerous methods and procedures for managing all of its records. Our record center is capable of handling and storing sorts of records, such as paper-based records and electronic records. As for the paper-based record, the way to keep it needs to be really careful. Electronic records are data generated or received by a computer during the beginning, middle, or end of a task. It is important to arrange and preserve these electronic records in folder and subfolder to facilitate the retrieval of documents pertaining to specific activities. Secondly, maintaining records. A record center can effectively and safely maintain its record by implementing an effective record management plan. The document should be not randomly inserted into any file or folder in order to preserve a paper-based record. This is to reduce the possibility of media containing records being lost, destroyed, or damaged. As a recently formed system to preserve the existing electronic records, which are the rules for maintaining electronic records that are always changing. Electronic records should be stored in a location that is protected from dust and magnetic fields and receive minimal exposure to temperature and humidity variation. Thirdly, security of record. Record security is divided into three security, namely custodian security, environmental security, and security and access. As for the custodian security, only employees or visitors who have been given special permission for a particular reason should be able to access the records. Environmental security will create a better organized record center for threats such as fire, flood, and natural disaster that might threaten the protection of the records. Thirdly, security and access. Documents brought to the record center will be kept in a place chosen at a random for storage. Now, let's move to the record center procedure. Berjaya Record Center undergoes a number of procedures which are what maintain order within the facilities. These include transfer record to the record center, using and retrieving records, and disposing of the records. Firstly, transfer record to the record center. Records that are not included on a disposal schedule are often not accepted by the record center. A request for such a transfer must have the Director of the Records and Archive Institution approval. Secondly, using and retrieving records. If the agency wants to borrow a file from the record center, they need to clearly identify the files that are required by reviewing the departmental records, make contact with the record management, and be sure to include all the details regarding the files they want to have returned when the department no longer needs the file. Make sure they are returned to the record management. Thirdly, disposing of the record. Every record that is transferred into the record center needs to be moved out of it on the specific dates. Analyze the action dates filed in January of each year to determine which processes are scheduled for disposal that year.
Hi, my name is Nur Hidayah. So I will continue about the service offered by a record center. Firstly is they keep records. Documents, files, record and other critical data can be stored in climate control so that it secures facilities at record centers. In order to facilitate quick retrieval and preserve them from environmental elements, records are frequently kept in archival stores or well-organized shelf systems. Second is they provide disposal schedule. A written plan outlining the methodical and approved deletion or destruction of records after their mandated retention period has expired is known as a disposal schedule. This plan is an essential part of a records management program that helps business effectively manage the lifetime of their information, guarantee compliance with legal and regulatory obligations, and maximize storage resources. Third is records appraisal and disposal. The purpose of the appraisal and disposal is to make sure that as a consequence of the methodical applications of judgment reached regarding the continued utility and lasting worth of the records, documents, and either destroyed or are transferred to an archive institution at the appropriate moment. Fourth is permanent preservation. Records that are considered to have lasting historical, legal, or cultural significance are kept for an extended period of time and protected at a record center. These documents, which are frequently kept long after their immediate practical utility, are seen as vital to the organization of society. Ensuring these records remain authentic, accessible, and intact across time is the idea of perpetual preservation. Is disaster recovery and emergency planning. Record centers create and carry out strategies for disaster recovery and emergency preparedness, discover steps to protect documents in the case of catastrophes, fires, or natural disasters. Lastly is records retrieval and reference. The procedures involved in discovering and gaining access to certain information within a collection of records are referred to as records retrieval and reference in the context of record management. In order to quickly retrieve pertinent documents, respond to information requests, and support decision-making processes, companies must engage in this task. Record center facilities are specialized establishments created to effectively and safely store and handle physical records and documents. The example of facilities provided by a record center firstly is storage system. A storage system is an essential part of the storage infrastructure in a variety of settings such as record centers, libraries, warehouses, offices, and retail stores. Shelving systems are intended to store and arrange boxes, files, and other objects in an orderly manner in record centers or record management facilities. Next is security measures. A security measure is a measure taken as a precaution against theft or espionage or sabotage. The example of a security measure is access controls. Access control refer to the set of security measures implemented to limit who is able to see, use, or enter restricted areas. Third is indexing and cataloging. These facilities entail classifying and arranging objects for quick and easy access and retrieval. These procedures are frequently employed in databases, archives, libraries, and other information systems to assist users in finding specific things fast. Fourth is training and consulting services. Training services in a record center entails instructing people or groups on how to run a record center's records efficiently. Subjects including document declassification, retention guidelines, data security, and adherence to pertinent laws may fall under this category. In the context of a record center, consulting services usually entail offering professional counsel, directions, and solutions to enhance the efficiency and compliance of record management procedures. Lastly is retention scheduling. A retention schedule is a written policy that outlines how long an organization should keep particular records or documents until they are either destroyed or archived. A retention schedule serves as a framework for managing information throughout its lifespan, making sure that documents are kept for as long as they are required by law and operational requirements and are disposed of or when no longer needed by businesses. Staffing in a record center is employing and allocating staff that are necessary for a record centers to effectively handle records at every stage of their existence. The staffing in our record center are firstly is Director of Records Administration. Director of Record Administration, who is in charge of managing, organizing, and ensuring that information and records are compliant. The role of the, the role of Director of Record Administration is record keeping and distribution strategy. They create and put into practice a thorough record management plan that is in line with the aims and objective for the company. They also set up guidelines and practices for the productions, upkeep, retrieval, and disposal of documents. Second is Record Center Manager. A Record Center Manager is a specialist who works for an organization who is in charge of managing the daily operations of a record center or record management facility. They are responsible in managing the organization, retrieval, storage, and occasionally disposal of physical and or electronic documents. Third is Administrative Division. An administrative division is an organizational or functional division inside a larger body such as a government, business, school, or other organization. Administrative divisions are made to improve resource allocations, expedite processes, and divide up tasks. Administrative division exists to provide an organized structure that makes it easier for an organization to manage resources, coordinate operations, and manage staff members. Fourth is Digitalization Division. The Digitalization Division is in charge of managing and carrying out digitalization projects. They are essential in assisting companies in maintaining their competitiveness and adaptability in the quickly changing digital environment. It focuses on utilizing technology to advance innovation, boost operational effectiveness, and raise the organization's general level of digital maturity. Fifth is Security and Transportation Division. The Security and Transportation Division is in charge of managing logistics linked to transportation and security. They are necessary to keep an organization's operations running smoothly and generally safe. Sixth is Disposal and Conservation Division. The Disposal and Conservation Division is tasked with overseeing the disposition of assets or resources and carrying out conservation programs. They are essential of coordinating an organization's activities with eco-friendly and sustainable methods. 7 is Reference Service Division. The Reference Service Division is in charge of offering information and reference services. They support user information requirements, promoting information literacy, and assisting an organization's overall performance in the educational, scientific, or service-oriented goals. It is Staging Area Division. The Staging Area Division is a division that oversees staging areas. A staging area is a temporary place or location where procedures, things, or activities are set up, arranged, or kept before moving on to the following stage or destination. They are essential to ensuring that individuals, supplies, and equipment move freely across an organization's activities. The division helps to increase overall performance, safety, and efficiency across a range of tasks and activities by managing staging space well.
My name is Putri Anu Fatihah, and now I will explain about the cost for the record center. There are costing for hardware, software, and equipment. Firstly, the total cost for hardware is Rm32,856 ringgit, which include laptop, computer, and hard disk. Moreover, the total cost for software is 25,500 ringgit that consists of access control system, record management system, and supply management system. And for the equipment, it is the highest total cost, which is ringgit 95,391.20. Some of the equipments are CCTV, water sprinkler, smoke detector, and more. So, the total cost for the record center, which include fixed assets, monthly spending and others, is 231,697.20 ringgit. Next is about the pilot project. Before implementing any systems in the organization, the record center will be able to evaluate them through a pilot project. The following are essential components of a record center building for pilot project. First is goal meaning. By precisely state the pilot project's goals and limits by choosing what components will be applied in the record center system. Second is evaluating environment by designing a safe space for conducting control measurements of the pilot project. Thirdly, observation and assessment. This is where gathering information and comments during the pilot project from workers regarding the system used in record center. Fourthly, taking actions. For this, workers may decide when to move forward with the complete installation of the record center system. Fifthly, record keeping. By keeping a record of the insight discovered, difficulties encountered, and approaches used throughout the pilot project. Additionally, for the promotional materials in this record center is using magazine and developing own website. Thank you.